Hello, everyone. Can you hear us? I can see you can hear us. So that's excellent. So this is a broadcast to basically give you the opportunity to hear more about ORC 𝗲𝗵𝗲 that will take place in Helsingør in June of this year. We have 3 presenters. We're going to spend a little bit less than 30 minutes just walking through. And this is essentially a service to you guys. So if you have questions, just raise your hand and we'll take the questions along the way. And I think we're ready to go. Any questions so far, or we'll just go? Kasper, next slide. I'm just having my slide changed. All right, so basically ORC 𝗲𝗵𝗲 is part of a larger event that's called SRSW, which stands for Round Zealand Racing Week. And the 3 races that are part of this year's Round Zealand is the traditional Round Zealand race, is the ORC 𝗲𝗵𝗲 race, and it's the sailing league, the Danish Sailing League. So there will be lots of activities in Helsingør over the course of a full week. So I hope many of you know what Round Zealand is. The Round Zealand race. It's actually been around for 77 years. So this is the 77th time that we do the race. And it's obviously a race around Zealand. Next slide. Now the Round Zealand race takes place from Helsingør. And the good news is that it's not very far to get from to Helsingør from Germany. If you're in Kiel, it's about 160 nautical miles. And if you're in other parts of Germany, it will be very similar. And to get here by car, by train, by plane is also very easy. Helsingør is an old maritime city with maritime landmarks, with the Kronborg Castle, and a number of other things. So there are lots of things to see and experience while you're in Helsingør. The race first took place in 1947. We actually, in the 1980s, we had 2,400 boats sail around. And at that time, it was the biggest race in the world with more than 10,000 people. This team started 2 years ago with rebuilding the Round Zealand event. And part of this is to create an umbrella event where we can host activities like the ORC 𝗲𝗵𝗲. So Helsingør's location, I just talked about the distance to Kiel, very central. So we see lots of interest from people from Norway, from Sweden, from Poland, from the Lithuania, Estonia, etc. And we expect also a lot of interest. We hope we get a lot of interest from Germany as well. Next slide. So if you bring your family along and leave them behind, maybe while you sail around, there are lots of things you can do in Helsingør. We have very interesting sites, a very old city, and we're very close to Copenhagen as well. So you can leave your family up here if you want to while you sail around Zealand. So this is the total set of activities. So we are expecting 200 to 250 boats. We're expecting more than 1,300 people on the water, and we're expecting more than 5,000 visitors during the week, doing lots of different things in terms of sailing, but also in terms of concerts and other activities. Next slide. So now I'm going to hand over to Martin. Martin, so I don't know if I forgot to say my name, but I'm Erik. I'm the vice chairman of the sailing club here in Helsingør. Now I'm going to hand over to Martin, and Martin is the race leader of ORC DH and Round Zealand.
Hello, everyone. Let me just see if isn't that still you or is it me? I think it's you.
No, it's you.
Okay, good. All right. Basically, the event is being held by the authority of the Offshore Racing Congress, the ORC. along with the Danish Sailing Association and obviously us, Helsingør Sailing Club. And it will take place from June 10th to June 18th. You might need to know the deadlines for some of these important dates, which are the registration closes. I think we need to change some slices. We'll get back to that in a minute. I'll just talk you through the deadlines. There you go. I think we skipped some information. We'll get back to that. Some important deadlines and dates you need to be aware of. The registration closes at Monday the 10th. Hereafter, the classes are defined. Basically, you can sign up until May 10th and do the final payment on the 22nd of May. And the fee is 3,500 Danish kroner, around 460 euros, I think. After that, you are able to sign up. I think it's June 3rd is the final date, but then you need to be aware of that the fee is increasing to 5,000 Danish kroner, which is around 670 euros. So basically, the ultimate date is June 3rd for registration, but we would appreciate May 10th as we need to close the race registration and define the classes. On June the 3rd, you will be able to register to book for the time slots. When you arrive to the marina, some ORC officials will inspect your boats and do some measuring, and that will take place from Saturday the 11th to Tuesday the 12th, I think. Yeah. The 13th of June. I have a small problem looking at such a small screen, but all right. So basically, when you have booked your time slot, you can arrive at the marina, for instance, on Monday or Tuesday, no later than Tuesday. So you don't need to be here at the Saturday. We have an agreement with the marina, so the harbor fee is free. So if it's more convenient for you, you are able to sail up to us here on Friday, the 9th, and you can stay the whole week without paying harbor fees. So if you're not if it's not possible for you to come on Friday or Saturday, it's okay to arrive on Monday or Tuesday, depending on when you book your time slots. You need to have at least one crew member attending the inspection, so you don't need to have the full crew up here, just one person basically. So I think that's probably the most important things about the dates. The race office is open from Saturday. You have the times on your right, and please note that there will be different times for the registration and the measurement according to the when the race office is open. But we will be obviously on the marina during the whole process. So the more formal registration, you have the times mentioned on your right. When you arrive at the marina, please give us a call and we'll find a suitable place where we can place your boats. I think that's it about the times. We will send these slides out afterwards, so you can. It's also mentioned in the notice of race. So what's included in the fee? Obviously the participation, the racing fee, measuring and inspections of the boat. We will arrange a welcome reception. We will have a gala dinner on Saturday when you come back. and each crew member will get a 𝗃𝗃𝗵𝗃 crew technical T-shirts, which you can see here. And as I said before, free use of the harbor from Friday to Sunday. Besides that, you can use all our facilities, and we are planning a concert as well. And so I don't think I have noticed anything else, but that's basically what the fee contains. I'm not going to talk you through this. We'll send it to you afterwards. So if you need any further information, you can find it right here. I don't think I have any further. I think we need to go some steps back, perhaps, but we can take that afterwards. Kasper will talk through the routes and security.
Yeah, hi. My name is Kasper. I'm the chairman of the Sailing Club. I'm going to say a small word about the courses. We have 3 different courses to choose from, depending of the weather. Where we expect to use the longest one. It's the 364 nautical miles. We don't know about the direction yet. That will be decided a couple of days before, depending on the weather. But let's take it counterclockwise. Then we start in Helsingør and we go north. That's about 100 nautical miles until you get to 𝗃𝗃𝗃. Then you have to sail around 𝗃𝗃𝗃. Then there's about 100 nautical miles to the Great 𝗃𝗃𝗃. Yeah. And then from there on, it is kind of like a traditional around Zealand. That's the longest one. If we decide that weather is not that good or it's not that windy, we can choose to cut it off and do around Anholt instead. That takes around 70 miles off. And if there's no wind at all, we can send people around in what we call a traditional around Zealand. That's 230 miles. But we are hoping for the 364 nautical miles, and depending on the weather, I think we always say that, but most of the time we're going counterclockwise. But we have the option to go clockwise instead if the weather is favorable for that. Another thing is that we are using category 3 as a safety. Can change, yeah. Category 3. We have uploaded safety and equipment instructions where we have simplified the World Sailing Category 3 paper, so it's a little bit easier to understand. Put some pictures in. It's uploaded to Manage to Sail just next to the notice of race. This is meant as a help to the sailors. If we did any mistakes or there's anything, it's still the World Sailing Category, official World Sailing Category 3 that's has the final word. But we've been a lot of people working on this to make sure it's right. The pictures are for illustrations only. It's very important to read it because it's hard to find a picture that can illustrate everything. So it's really important that you read the text as well. But it's meant as easier for you to go through all this stuff you need. One of the new things that you need to be aware of is that World Sailing have introduced a keel inspection. Right now we're discussing what that means. We think you can do the inspection yourself, and you just need to sign a paper saying that you inspected the keel and rudder yourself. But World Sailing haven't come back yet what the text means yet. Maybe you should have a consultant doing it for them or someone from the yard, but we're not sure yet. As soon as we get some information about what they mean about a keel and rudder inspection, we will try to send it out to the competitors. What changes from World Sailing Category 3 is that we don't require the life raft. You don't need to have a life raft. But we have introduced this AIS man overboard personal signal thing you have in your life vest. That's actually a category 2 requirements, but that will be a requirement in exchange for the life raft on this race. So you need to borrow or buy, or you need to get this, and that will be important. But look through the requirements. I put in my email at the bottom, so you can email me some questions if there is any. Yeah, I don't have much more to say about this. So what's the next one? Yeah, that's.
I think perhaps we should go back to these facilities that we skipped earlier on. Basically, if we take the next chart,
Next one.
Yeah, you will find everything you basically need in doing this race. We have a marine shore, we have restaurants, we have cranes, we have a well-functioning clubhouse, a lot of bathrooms and toilets. And let me just see what we have here. We have a picture with What we're going to do this year is in the middle, where that says Midtermål, we will have the race village with all our sponsors and hopefully a big tent. The race office will be here at the clubhouse where we are right now, actually, along with the ORC office. And we expect that the ORC gala dinner is either located here on the marine side or alternatively another place nearby. So depending on how many participants we expect. So for you who hasn't been here before, it's quite a large marina. I think we are about 1,000 boats moored here, but there's a lot of room for additional boats. So you don't need to stress when you arrive at the marina. And as I said early on, please give us a call when you arrive. It's okay to moor your boat and then come up to the race office, and we will find a suitable place for you to moor when the ORC guys come to make the inspections. It's a bit inconvenient if you all lie out on Pier 2 up in the corner, because it's far out. So we would like to have you within 12, 13, 11 perhaps. So just give us a call when you arrive, and we'll find a suitable place for you. If you need accommodation, we have a lot of opportunities here in Helsingør. Right beside the marina, you'll find the Marienlyst Hotel and Helsingør Ferieby, which is a campsite with small cottages. And that's basically, 10 minutes walk from here. So that's very nearby. And if that's not possible, you have all these opportunities on your left. So if you need to stay somewhere else than your boat, it's also quite possible. Yeah, I think that's it.
Any questions? Please.
Hi, yes, guys. I've got a question. Thank you very much for the introduction. Is there any possibility to store containers and in trucks and everything where we bring our stuff up to Helsingør?
Yeah, we are facilitating an area behind the clubhouse, which would be sealed off for this event. So depending on how big trucks you have and how many you have, obviously, but yeah, we do have.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Just let us know when you arrive, and we can arrange the practical things.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one question. What's the dress code for the gala dinner?
I haven't decided to.
I don't think there is an official.
What do you think?
I think it's up to you. We call it a gala dinner, but we don't expect you to come in bow tie and tux. So I think it's pretty casual, really.
Perfect. Thanks so
And
much.
apparently, I've heard there will be crew gear provided for you, if I got the voice right.
Yes. Okay, great.
So depending on how fast you sail, obviously, if you if you come in 2 minutes before the gala dinner, you just show up in your clothes, and otherwise you can make a change. But I think it's pretty casual. Yeah.
That's about it. Huh?
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Yeah, one person raised their hand, Martin F.
And I just had a question about this IAS identification beacon, whatever. So it might be AIS based. We now have the EPIRB based PLBs, but they are not allowed, right?
They're allowed, but it's not enough. The AIS, that's what do you call that?
Paired
with your VHF radio and your plotter. So if you fall into the water, everybody next to you will know that someone has been that you have a man overboard situation. The EPIRB, then we have to that goes to a satellite and then on a land-based situation, and so it's not enough. The IAS MOB thing that talks directly to the other sailors around you.
Okay.
So the chances of everybody's coming to help is a lot bigger.
Okay. Thank you.
So it's not enough. I seen if you look at the manual, I put in a picture of an old model. That's good enough, but that's a new model, of course, for this year. But and they come in all sizes and shapes. But the idea is that you put it in your life raft, and when your life raft gets wet, it starts sending a signal to everybody around them that you have a manual boat situation. I've seen it a couple of times at Silverwater. It works perfectly.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Did any of you participate last year?
Sorry?
Did any of you participate last year?
No.
In Sweden.
In Sweden?
No.
Okay.
So yeah, but that's all about it, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining.
If you have any questions, please don't
Call
hesitate to give us an email.
Call Martin.
Yeah, that's me. If you have any questions, please let us know, and we'll try to answer as soon as possible. And please spread the word to your co-sailors in Germany. We look very much forward to having you here, and are pretty excited about the race. So hopefully we'll see a lot of you guys from Germany. So spread the word and let us know if you have any questions.
Thanks so much, guys. We're looking forward to see you there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. Bye.
Yes.